Hello, Changemakers. As you may or may not know, I am the co-director of operations for YKP and the official new director of outreach. And I am being featured to share my story for our beautiful October Got Hope campaign. I hope you're already excited and loving what we've been producing for y'all. And without further ado, here is my story of what it means to find hope. And I just want to preface these pieces before I really dive into them as this beautiful collaboration of 4 voices in the second piece and 2 voices in the first of different humans with completely different identities, beliefs, and pasts coming together to write about their experience with mental illness. So the first piece is called The Autobiography of Me, and it is written with 2 speakers in mind. The first, a person battling with depression, written by a friend I met at camp while I was at Seeds of Peace. And the second, written from my perspective, of a person battling with anxiety. And then in the second piece, entitled Lost and Found, there are 4 beautiful voices that I met during my year at Seeds of Peace, my second year. And yeah, without further ado, I hope you'll love these pieces, and let's go. Alright. The Autobiography of Me. Chapter 1. I walk down the street surrounded by clouds that no one seems to notice. Just as I think the clouds are clearing, I fall into a hole. I run down the street, running from something I just can't see. I trip, I fall, I knew I wasn't a good runner. Chapter 2. I walk down the street the next day, still surrounded by clouds. I know where the hole is, and I still fall in. Chapter 2. I walk down the same street. I try to jump over the hole. I trip, I fall. I knew I wasn't a good jumper. Chapter 3. I walk down the same street again. This time, I know exactly where the hole is. I head right to it, thinking it is inevitable. I walk down the same street a third time. I dive into the hole. I find comfort here. Chapter 4. I walk down the same street again. People see me slowly climb in. They tell me it will be okay. They're trying their best. I sit in the hole. My body aches and thoughts clutter my mind. Chapter 5. I walk. Alrighty, and to dive into the second piece, entitled Lost and Found, let's begin. I was getting out of the train station, only to realize my Metro card was gone. $10 gone for rides that I won't be using. The streets turn into mazes, the mazes feel unknown. I find myself in the middle of a sea of fast-paced walkers, where they move with purpose, as I struggle to find mine. I call out into the concrete jungle, but my voice has no sound. The echo in my mind fools me. I lost my Metro card, then I lost my voice. I continue to walk, my hands in what seems to be my endlessly empty pockets. My keys were gone. I felt more and more lost. Where is home? I lost track of time. As more and more time went on, I became frozen within it. I looked down at my wrist. My watch is gone. I lost my Metro card. I lost my voice. I lost my watch. I lost my keys. I start walking again. In a place where found is a statement and lost is the answer. I wander aimlessly through the shops. But remembering my empty pockets, I have no wallet. I have no money. In the windows of the candy shops, my reflection stares back at me, empty, hollow, and unfamiliar. I hope to walk, carrying myself along the busy streets, trying to figure out how I can feel heavy and hollow at the same time. I lost my Metro card. I lost my voice. I lost my keys. I lost my watch. I lost my wallet. And finally, I lost myself. I stroll into an alleyway that has an air of familiarity. Is this home? Thank you so much for tuning in to my featured story. I hope you all have a wonderful, hope filled day or night, whatever time you're viewing this, and peace.